Warren County is one of the most underserved counties in a 57-county area in central Iowa. At the time, Helping Hand here had about 220 square feet of a food pantry. There was an old house sitting where we are standing now. We were able to purchase that old house, tear it down, and build about a 2,400 square foot food pantry. And when we came up with this idea at our board meeting, we had $150,000 pledged from our board before we left that meeting. And it's amazing how you put the word out that you're building a food pantry and it's for food insecurity. We had people literally calling us and how could they help and how could they be together. It was it was an easy fundraising because it's food and everybody deserves to have something to eat. So
there's a lot of work to do. There's so much need out there. You know, food insecurity has become such a tough issue. And the ability for us to come in here, have an enjoyable, fun environment, but also give back. And you know, we've been lucky in our lives, and you want to give back, and you want to see people lifted up at their times of need.
There are things that we have all of the time. You know, so like this is I have kind of a starch section where there's lots of different choices. You know, we try to do protein that people don't need an oven or a stove to use. When my mother was still alive many, many years ago, when I was in high school, she was a volunteer at Helping Hand. So I remember in high school, my mom would come on Monday mornings to fold clothes. And so when I got involved with Helping Hand 5 years ago, my mom was still with us, but it was this special connection because I had been very familiar with Helping Hand my whole life, and where, you know, it just felt like that was something that was coming full circle.
Helping Hand was a long-established organization. They had food things, but it was not a food pantry. And next door to it was a home that was foreclosed. Larry got a tap from his mom, who was in heaven, that said that building probably doesn't need to be in there anymore and we can expand it, so he bought it.
So my mom grew up in a coal camp of Pershing, Iowa, down by Knoxville, and her parents had a little country store, and they charged food to people so they wouldn't starve. So this goes way deep for me. It was just something we had to do. And so we drove around the corner and I came in and talked to the lady that was Helping Hand and asked her about the house. She said, oh, we can't afford to buy it, this and that. So we went out and made a phone call and we put an offer on it that day and bought the thing, and the lady happened to have gone to church with us when we were little, and I said, Mom sent me in here. And my mom had been in heaven for 6 years by then, and she said, looked at me and I said, I don't know how she got the day off, but she said, this is something you've got to do, Pumpkin. You got to do this. So that was kind of the basic. Casey always gives me a hard time about this. This was really your mom that did this, not us.